Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome. My name's Erica and today I'm gonna do a fun reading vlog. So some of my favorite booktubers posted a reel on all their Instagrams about their favorite books that they read in July. So we had Cheyanne from That Tall Book Girl, Sam from Sam Reads a Little, Jess from Peace Love Books, Tori from Novel Life, and Michae from Oh Hey It's Michae. They each posted their favorite book from the month of July, and I hadn't read any of the books, and a lot of the books were already on my radar, so I thought it would be fun to read all of the books that they recommended in that reel and vlog it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll go through and tell you what each book was. I won't tell you the synopsis right now. I'll kind of give you more of that when I'm vlogging. Okay, sorry, I just changed the angle. I felt like it was too cut off. But anyways, so Cheyanne's favorite book of the month was Home Game by Audette Stone, and this recently just came on my radar because I've heard a couple people talk about it recently, and it's a hockey romance. So I love sports romances, so I'm definitely excited for that. The next book is Blindside by Steiner, and this is everywhere. I read Fair Catch already and I liked it, but I have a feeling that Blindside's gonna be a 5-star for me. This was Sam from Sam Reads a Little, her pick, so I'm definitely gonna read that one. Tori's pick was The Words from Ashley Jade, and this one has already been on my radar. It's a little intimidating because it's like 600 pages, but I'm excited for it. I love Ashley Jade, and it sounds angsty and really good, so I'm excited for that one. Then we have Jess's pick from Peace Love Books, and hers was The Outpost by Devaney Perry, and this is the only one that wasn't already on my radar. Devaney Perry has been everywhere though, and I've been wanting to read more of her books, so I'm excited to give it a try. I've only read one book by her, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but this one's Forced Proximity, which is one of my favorite tropes, so I'm definitely excited for that. The last book is where it gets a little complicated. So Michae's book was Twisted Lies by Huang, and I have only read Twisted Love in that series, and I want to read the second and the third book because I want to read them in a row. So my plan is to read Twisted Games and Twisted Hate before I read Twisted Lies, which takes this vlog from 5 books to 7 books, which is a little ambitious because I want to get it done in a week, so that's a book a day. But I do have the audiobook for a lot of these books, so I think I'll be able to fly through them. I'm on vacation this week from work too, so I'll be able to kind of do stuff that I want to do while also listening to the audiobooks. So yeah, I think this will be an exciting vlog. These booktubers are booktubers that I love, and I really trust her recommendations, so I'm expecting this to be a really, really good reading week for me, and I'm excited. So let's get into the vlog portion. All right, starting the vlog in my car again. I have started 2 books for this vlog now. I started Blindside, or I think it's The Blindside by Steiner. This is Sam's favorite book of July. And so far, I am loving this book. I just knew that I was going to love this book. I had such a good feeling about it. And I liked the first one, Fair Catch, quite a bit, but I didn't give it 5 stars. I think that one was a 4-star book. The Blindside is about Gianna and Clay. And Gianna she does like public or media, what is it? Like public relations, but I don't know. She like coaches the football players for their interviews with the media, and Clay is a football player, and he just got out of a long-term relationship with his high school sweetheart, so he's like heartbroken over that, and he gives really terrible interviews. So Gianna has to go and confront him about this, and they kind of strike up a deal because he notices that she is into this singer at this coffee shop, and so he helps her. The idea is that he will help her seduce this man and get him to notice her, and they'll fake date to do that, and then for him it will help him get his ex-girlfriend back. It will make her jealous. So they start doing this, and Gianna is like never really felt good enough for her family. She's the middle child. She has 2 older siblings and 2 younger siblings, and they kind of like, they're gonna be really successful basically. She is a virgin and she really loves romance books. She loves to read, and she dresses kind of quirky. They keep saying like a sexy librarian. So yes, they're kind of unlikely pair, but this book is just, it's perfect. It's already really spicy. Like I said, I'm 50% in. It's spicy, but we haven't had a full-on sex scene yet. And I think what is working so well with this is that it's already spicy. They're already doing things, but it hasn't lost the tension at all, because they think that they're doing it under the guise that they're helping Cheyanne learn how to seduce this man, because she's not experienced at all. So it's kind of like they're each trying to kind of develop a little bit, but they're not saying it to each other. And yeah, so the tension's still there. And that was kind of my problem with Fair Catch, why I didn't give it 5 stars, was because I felt like the first half of the book was definitely 5 stars, but the second half of the book, once they started hooking up, I felt like it kind of just got boring, and like it lost that tension. And also the third act breakup in that book I didn't love, and you kind of already know what the third act breakup is going to be in this book with the situation that they're in. So I think as long as that's done well, I'm going to like it. So yeah, I'm really loving this book. Clay is, the way he has been like talking to her and working her way through their practice, they call it, has been real good. And yeah, I'm definitely liking it a lot. There's lots of chemistry, and yeah, I love seeing little bits of Holden, because he's going to be in the next book, I think, Quarterback Sneak, and he gives me Aiden Graves from Wildwood and Peg and Me. I feel like he's going to be a lot like Aiden Graves. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm 50% into that, and then I'm about 40, sorry, my hand is itchy. I'm about 40% into Twisted Games. Now, Twisted Games is number 2 in the Twisted series, so I have to, it's not technically in the video that I'm reading the books from, but I have to read Twisted Games and the third one, which I can't think of the name right now. Twisted Hate, I think. Twisted Love, Twisted Games, Twisted Hate, Twisted, I don't know, but Twisted Lies. So I have to read Twisted Games, so I'm going to tell you about it. Twisted Games has been good so far. Not sure, it's not 5-star right now, probably like a 4-star. Like I said, I'm only 40% in. So far we have Bridget. She's a literal princess in this country called Eldora, I think, but she lives in New York, and she just wants to be like a normal girl, because she's not gonna be a crown princess. She just doesn't, she wants to be normal, and she needs a bodyguard though, because she's a princess, and her bodyguard that she really liked goes on paternity leave, so she needs a new one. She gets Reese. He's takes his job very seriously, and you kind of see him introduced in the first book. So then he gets we could go over this timeline again a little bit in the beginning of this book, but we also get more of what had happened between the first 2 years of him working for her. And I just feel like the timeline was a little weird, because we're getting little snippets of them over the past 2 years trying to build this kind of strictly professional, getting on each other's nerves relationship. And then you can tell that something is about to happen, or something did happen, and it's going to make this is where their romance is going to take off for this event that's happening. And I just feel like it was weird to kind of sprinkle in little snippets of their relationship without giving us the full picture, because I feel like it lost me a little bit. I would have liked to see the story start right when he started working from her, or not seen anything that had happened the first 2 years and just started right from when I'm assuming, gonna have to move to Eldora to become crowned princess. So yeah, I just think that timeline's a little bit weird, but it's not
taking me completely away from the story. I just feel like I would have liked to see that, because I would have liked to see that relationship development. There's like this bucket list aspect now, which I'm really enjoying. I love a good list or a good game or a good bet. So yeah, there's this bucket list, and Reese is helping her check off the things on the bucket list before she has to move back to Eldora, and she just wants to be normal, so she's trying to do normal people things right now, and Reese is helping her with this. It's very good, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. So I am going to keep reading. It's Sunday right now, so I want to get this video up on Saturday or Sunday, so like a week. And I have, after these 2 books, I have 5 books to read. So, and I'm on vacation this week from work, so I think it's doable. I'll keep updating.
So I just finished Twisted Games by Huang, and I liked it. I'm gonna give it 4 stars, I think. The first, like, 70% of the book, maybe like more like 65% of the book, I really wasn't jiving with. I felt like it didn't really make sense why these characters like each other or wanted to be together. Like, I didn't get their connection at all, besides just like the physical aspect of it. I didn't see really their connection at all. And then also the smut in this book is not my thing, which is funny because I think that it worked for me in the first book, but it just did not work for me in this book, and that's okay. But it took me out of the story quite a bit. Later on in the story though, when the characters already were like in love with each other and wanted to be together but couldn't, I feel like that's when the story picked up and started to work for me a little bit more. They wanted to be together and they couldn't, so there's a lot of tension there. And yeah, I feel like that part of the story worked better, and their declarations of love were really sweet. So overall, it was pretty good and I liked it. I thought I was gonna give it 3 stars, but the ending really made it 4 stars for me. There's some things that happened in the ending that I didn't expect. So yeah, 4 stars. I'm gonna move right into Twisted Hate, I think it is. Yeah, Twisted Hate is the 3rd one. So I'm gonna move right into that one and just fly through these so I can read the book that I'm actually supposed to be reading for this, which is Twisted Lies. So yeah. Hello, I've started Twisted Hate. It's going well. I forgot that Josh, which is Ava's brother from the first book, and Alex, which is Ava's boyfriend, don't get along. So I'm hoping to see that resolved by the end of this book. But yeah, so far it's good. Jules and Josh have like an enemies thing going on. And now they're working together, which is like office enemies vibes. And then they're going on a trip together. There's only one bed, so I think we're gonna get a one bed trope and a forced proximity situation, which are all things I love. So say hi, Avery. Hi. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. So far it's going well. Good morning. I am running a bunch of errands this morning, but I wanted to check in with you because I am still reading Blindside. I'm about 70% in, still loving it. Yeah, no complaints there, still loving it. Probably gonna be a 5-star read unless the ending just tanks. But I'm also 25% into Twisted Hate, and I'm also liking this one. I think I'm gonna like it more than the last one. So far we've had like every single trope that I love. We have office place because they're working together now.
We have forced proximity because they go on a little vacation. We have a caretaking scene. So yeah, lots of good stuff. The only thing I would say is I wish those things were explored a little bit more. They were very just kind of rushed through. So yes, we will see how the rest of the story goes. I feel like so much has already happened in only 25%, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the other 75%. So we will see. We're getting hints of Jules, her past. So it's clear that like something traumatic has happened in her past, and we obviously know from the first book that traumatic things have happened in Josh's past, but it sounds like we're gonna learn more about Jules, and maybe some things are gonna come back from her past and catch up with her, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. My plan for today, right now I'm going to the grocery store. I need to get a couple things. I need dog food, and then I'm going to my mom's house to pick up a cake stand because my daughter is having a cake smash photo shoot tonight because she's turning 1 in like 10 days. So we're doing a little cake smash session with her. And I'll try to get some footage of that. It's going to be in like this pretty field, and the photographer is really awesome. So yes, it should be cute. Her cake is so cute. I'll try to get some footage of that too. But in between me just running these few errands right now, and her photo shoot's not till 6:30 tonight, I'm just going to try to clean up the house, shower. I need to clean out, our bedroom right now is being remodeled. We stripped it down to studs because our house is really old, and a lot of the rooms we have needed to do that with. But anyway, so we're doing our bedroom right now. We added a laundry room because our washer and dryer was in the basement, and it's just with a 6-person family. I do way too much laundry, and going down, our basement's like gross. It's not a nice basement, it's a gross basement, and walking the laundry down there, no. My dream, we've lived in this house for like 8 years now, and my dream has always been to have a laundry room on the first floor. So that's what we did. Our bedroom was huge, so we just cut into our bedroom and made a laundry room. And our bedroom has a bathroom attached to it, so it was easy plumbing wise to just put a laundry room right next to it. So yes, and anyways, so all that to say that we have all the sheetrock up, and it's painted in half the room, so I need to clean out the other half of the room because there's like just work supply stuff. That's my husband's. I need to clean that out so that I can paint the other side. So I'm going to try to get that done either today or tomorrow, and yeah, that's what's on the plan for today and tomorrow at least, is to try to get that done. I will talk to you soon. I'm going to keep listening to Twisted Hate, and I'll get back to you. All right, so I finished Twisted Hate, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I thought it was good. It was interesting. I don't know if I didn't love it though. Nothing about this series so far has like given me that 5-star feeling yet. And like I said, it had a lot of tropes that I love in it, but nothing really was explored that much, and a lot happened in what felt like a short amount of time, and then in the beginning and then the middle kind of dragged out, and then the end felt rushed. But I thought it was good overall. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Again, the smut didn't work for me. I dyed my hair. Well, I didn't dye it, I got it done, but yeah, since the last time I saw you, it's brown now. Anyways, probably should have said that first. The smut, yeah, it was like the same as Twisted Games, which is fine, but I don't remember Twisted Love being like that, and I don't feel like it necessarily fit Josh's personality like it did Reese's.
So I don't really know. If the last one has the same smut going on, I think I'm going to be irritated. Because there's no way all 4 of these men are the same in the bedroom. I don't remember the first one, but there's no way 3 men in the same circle are all exactly the same in the bedroom. So I don't know if that's just the way she writes it or if she's going to make it different for different characters. But yeah, so I started listening to The Outpost. I'm like maybe 10% into it. It's really it's a short audiobook. It's like 9 hours, so listening to it on 3 times speed, because it's on Scribd, and Scribd you can listen on 3 times speed now. So listening to it on 3 times speed, it's like 3 hours. So I might be able to get it done tonight, which would be really nice. I still haven't finished The Blindside. I'm literally like 40 pages till the end, so I'm just gonna finish it up tonight. It's taken me way too long to read that book, which I like it. There's no reason why it's taking this long. I just haven't done a lot of physical reading. So yes, I want to finish that tonight and start The Words, because The Words is really, really long, and I want to get this up on Saturday, and today's Wednesday. And then I also have to read Twisted Lies physically, so I have to read 2 more books physically, and then I only have this book and another book. We are back in the car. Is anybody surprised? No. So, I have updates. Things have been read. Let me back out first. Want to hear my tangent? So, my driveway has 2 bushes at the end of it, and they're like rather large bushes, and I'm not really sure why they're still there and why we haven't just taken them out, but it makes it so I can't see anybody that's coming down my very busy road until I'm at the very end of the driveway, like literally almost pulling out into the road, but like I'm not, I'm just at the very end. So everyone always thinks that you're just gonna pull out and hit them, and they lay on their horn. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Anyways, so I finished The Blindside, and 5 stars. That book took me way too long to read though, so now we're like behind schedule on reading the physical books, because I have to read The Words physically. That book is 670 some pages, okay? I have to read that physically, and I have to read Twisted, I literally can't get these straight in my head, Twisted Lies physically. So, a little stressed. I have to listen to The Outpost and Home Game still. So, updates, Blindside. Really good, 5 stars. I was a little bit concerned with the 3rd act breakup because it had a trope, or like a 3rd act breakup, that I don't love, and I've seen it done before, especially in sports romances. Well, I can't say what it is obviously, but it's kind of just annoying, because if these 2 characters would have just talked, they could have, one, either figured out a way to work through what this 3rd act breakup was, or 2, the character that was doing the breaking up could have just told the other character why they had to break up, and then at least the other character would have some kind of idea as to why, and not have been so heartbroken about it. So I almost gave this book 4.5 stars just for that reason, but then there's a big grand gesture at the end that brought it back up to a 5 for me. So this was a 5-star prediction for me, and it is a 5-star book. I'm very pleased. At the very end, we get an epilogue with Holden, and it sets up his next book. Kind of weirded out though, because my nephew's name is Holden, and that always throws me off a little bit. Like if a main character has one of my kids' names, I'm like, I can't read it. Which is so funny, actually. Want to know what? My son's name is Carson, and for some reason, his name pops up a lot in books, but it's always like a character that people don't like. Like a douchey character. But yes. So then I started The Outpost. I don't know if I've already updated on this or not, but I started The Outpost. I'm like 15% in, and so far I'm liking it. This is about a girl who is a reporter, and she was like undercover, kind of trying to bring down
somebody in the mafia, I want to say, like people were smuggling in guns, and she was trying to like blow up that whole operation and uncover it. So she was undercover dating this really dangerous guy. The story opens where he is found out and he is attacked her, and she just literally like gets in a car and goes to Montana from Washington or Oregon. I don't know. Portland, Oregon, I think. Anyways, so she goes in a car, leaves to Montana, and she is put in this outpost, like way in the middle of nowhere, no internet, no reception, nothing. She can't have her cell phone or anything because they don't want to track her. They don't want to be able to track her. So she goes there with this man named Bo, and he is like this big man, and yeah, so far he's like stayed there with her. I think the plan is he's not gonna always stay there with her, but he did the first night. He sang with her in this little tiny cabin, and yeah, I don't know if he's always gonna be staying with her. I don't think the plan is he's not supposed to. They've already acknowledged that they're attracted to each other and that they can't act on it, which I thought was interesting because it's pretty early on in the book. So we'll see how that goes. So far, enjoying it. Nothing really to say though. It's just going well. And then I started The Words last night, and I'm 10% in, and I'm already obsessed. And I had a feeling I would love this book.
I'm here with updates. Hair updates, because I'm really not loving the darker hair. I miss my lighter hair already. But it is what it is, I guess. Osha! Does it want to be in my video? Say hi to the vlog. Say hi to the vlog. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh hi Griffy. Griffy and Elsa do not get along. She's hissing at him. He just wants to be friends, and she doesn't want to be friends at all. Griffy, she doesn't like you. I'm sorry. She just doesn't. Oh, really handsome. What do you have in your fur? Really handsome boy. Oh, a really handsome boy. Where's Moon Toon? Ah! Elsa! You got me. I know you don't like it. Oh, Dooney's a little short. Should we say hi to the vlog? Okay. So, The Outpost. I'm loving this book. I think it is really, really good. My curtain keeps, they're playing right here and they keep moving the curtain. Anyways, that light in the back is annoying. Has it been like that the whole time? Sorry. Anyways, I'm loving The Outpost. I think it's really, really good. I kind of already know we've been introduced to kind of like a villain character. I kind of feel like he's gonna be the reason that the people that are looking for Luna, the people that are looking for her, I think he's gonna be the reason that they find her. That's just a theory. We'll see if I'm correct. Because I feel like it's pretty obvious that these people are gonna find her at some point. So I was starting to think that maybe I just don't like smut on audiobook, because a lot of times I read romance books physically. Griffin's just sitting here holding my hand. I wish you could see it. But a lot of times I read my romance books physically, and then I'll have like a fantasy or a thriller that I'm listening to on audiobook. So I don't read a lot of romance on audiobook, but I have read some, obviously. But those twisted books really just, the smut on audio, I think it was just the smut in general. But I was starting to wonder if like maybe I just don't like smut on audiobook because I didn't like those. But I will say the smut in this book is working for me like much, much better than it was in those books, and it's on audio. So I think it's just those books. The dogs think they're on the house, but honestly, queen. All right, so I just finished The Outpost by Devaney Perry, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I think it was a really, really solid romance. It was really cute. I really enjoyed it. It was a fast read. Yeah, it was really good. No complaints, really. There was a choice made at the end that knocked it down from 5 stars to 4. Well, it didn't come. That's not 100% the reason, but it just kind of solidified it as a 4-star read because, yeah, I just didn't get that 5-star feeling from it. Overall, it was a really good book, and I'm excited to read more from Devaney Perry. I'm 25% into Home Game by Odette Stone, and I love it so far. This is about Zoe, and she grew up in foster care, and she's homeless now, and she meets Ryan, I think is his name. Yeah, and Ryan's a famous, like, professional hockey player, and she sees him at like a coffee shop. She doesn't like hockey, so she doesn't know who he is, but he's like working on some financial stuff, and she helps him, and then he offers to pay her to help him longer, but she's like, I only have 20 minutes. I need to get back to this place. Like, I can't be late, whatever. It ends up taking longer than the 20 minutes, and she's late, and he gives her a ride and finds out that it was a homeless shelter that she was going to, and now she can't get in because she was late, so she's just like gonna have to sleep on the street. And he offers her to come stay at his house. He feels terrible that she missed the deadline for the shelter, so he lets her come stay for the night. And then something happens to her, and he ends up seeing her again, and he just wants to help her. Like, that's all he wants to do, is he wants to help her, and she is really resistant to his help and doesn't want to owe him anything, and he's just really sweet, and you can tell she is so broken, but, you know, this is like the first person in her life that's cared about her. Probably, I think her parents are dead, so probably since her parents have died, because she's been in foster care her whole life. And yeah, it's just really sweet so far, and I think I'm really gonna like this one. Right now they're furniture shopping, and he didn't tell her that it was because he has guest bedrooms that are empty because he just moved into his apartment, and he didn't tell her it was so that she could stay in one of the bedrooms. He just told her he needed to furnish it, so she's like helping him, and it was like him tricking her because he wants her to pick out what she likes but doesn't want to tell her that it's for her because then she'll like resist it. So it's really sweet so far. I really like it. I'm going to sit down now though, and I'm so tired. It already feels like fall, and like it was 60 something degrees this morning, and I've had my AC off for like a couple days, and I'm freezing right now, so it's starting to feel like fall already, which is sad, but fall is my favorite season. And I got a pumpkin muffin today at Dunkin' Donuts, so fall's definitely coming in. But I'm gonna sit down now and physically read the words for a little while and see if I can get a little further in that. But it's my last day of vacation before the weekend when, you know, everyone's gonna be home, so I'm trying to just relax as much as I can before it's over. All right. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. Elsa is just hanging out. But I am like 50% into Home Game, maybe a little further than that, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Josh is like definitely a cinnamon roll hero, and he's just so sweet. It's really good so far. So far, it's probably going to be a 5 or maybe a 4-star, but probably a 5 at this point. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. And then the words is so angsty, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying that too. I'm 40% into that. So, yeah, I need to make some good progress on that book today. But
I don't want to say too much about the words because I feel like it could be spoilery, but we're in the, like, so it was the past when they're in high school, and now we're in the present when they're like in their early 20s, and Phoenix has made it big and Lennox is kind of struggling with her home life, and they come back together, and yeah, it's been really, really good. I'm really enjoying that one too. That one might be a 5-star. I love Ashley Jade. She writes the angstiest romances, and I love them. All right, I'll check in later. I just finished Home Game by Odette Stone, and 5 stars. It was so sweet and so cute, and I loved it. Good morning, good morning. I am going to leave my house in a few minutes because my kids have dentist appointments today. But I finished the words last night. And 5 stars. I really, really loved it. It was like one of the most angsty things I've ever read in my life. The ending made me cry. And yeah, it was really, really good. I feel like it's, you know, really long, and maybe it doesn't need to be that long. Like, maybe there are some things that that could have been cut out, but I also feel like it worked, and I wasn't ever like slugging through it or like just trying to, you know, move forward. Like, they all felt like they had a place in the book. So yeah, I can't believe I had another 5-star read. And I was thinking too, looking back, Twisted Games, when I compare it to all the other 4- and 5-star books that I've had in this vlog, Twisted Games is just not there. So I think I'm gonna bump it down to 3.5. That feels more right to me. I'll leave it out of 4 on Goodreads, but like, to me, it's like a 3.5. It's definitely not the same as, you know, some of the other books we've had in this vlog. So yes, I'm going to take my kids to the dentist, and then I just have one more book to read, so I will update you later. Okay, so I have finished Twisted Lies, which means I'm done with all the books in this vlog, which is exciting. I'm giving Twisted Lies 4 stars. I do think it was my favorite in the series, though. I really like Christian and Stella. Yeah, I just felt like their chemistry felt the most real to me, and I liked kind of the stalker story that was going on with Stella. In all of them, there seems to be like a little bit of a mystery running through it, but this one was my favorite. Like, I think it was the best done. And yeah, I don't know, I liked it. It wasn't like my favorite book I've ever read, but it was really solid, and I think it's the best one in the series personally. The smut, it was the same thing that I just don't like. So it must just be her writing, I'm assuming. So yeah, that part's not really for me, but like the actual romance I think was really well done. And yeah, I liked it. Christian is like the epitome of touch her and you'll die, because owns this big security
company. If you don't know, this book is about Stella, which is one of the friends in their friend group, and Christian, who is Reese's from the second book. So it's his boss. He like owns, he's this big CEO. He's super rich, and he owns the building that Stella lives in, and he's owns like a really good security company. And he met Stella like way back in the, I want to say it was, I think it was maybe the third book, and he seemed to just be like infatuated with her like right when he met her. And yeah, it's their love story. He ends up like helping her with her stalker, and she is like a influencer on Instagram. She's trying to hit 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers, because she just thinks brand deals will open up for her more if she does. So she decides to fake date Christian, and Christian needs someone to bring with him to like events as his arm candy, because he just thinks it will make him look better. So they agree to fake date each other, and then he helps her with her stalker situation, and it just kind of goes from there. And yeah, I thought it was really good. If I had to rate the books in this series, I think Twisted Lies is, I'm trying to cover the light by standing up on my tippy toes because it's annoying, so that's what's going on there. But Twisted Lies is my favorite, and then Twisted Love, Twisted Hate, Twisted Games. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and close it out with like a little bit of a recap. Chance to update at the 50% mark or any mark for Twisted Lies, because work has been working really long days the last 2 days, so I just didn't have a chance to, but finished that. So Twisted Games was 3.5 stars, I decided. Twisted Hate, 4 stars. Twisted Lies, 4 stars, which Twisted Lies was Michae's pick for July. And then Home Game by Odette Stone was 5 stars, and that was Cheyanne's pick. We had The Outpost, which was Jess's pick, and that was 4 stars. And then we had The Words, which was Tori's pick, and that was 5 stars. And then we had Blindside, which was Sam's pick, and that was 5 stars. So yeah, I'm not surprised, because these are all books that I like already were pretty excited for, and I really trust recommendations from these people. But yeah, we had a really great reading week, and I'm very happy with the results from this video. So that's all for me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.